There was no usual buzz of anticipation, no joking around, no shouts of joy, no high-energy start to pre-season. Instead, Liverpool FC returned to Melwood this week in near silence, with heavy hearts and solemn faces, still reeling from the devastating news that forward Diogo Jota had lost his life in a tragic car accident just days prior. What was meant to be the beginning of a hopeful new era under head coach Arne Slot has instead become a period of deep mourning, reflection, and emotional reckoning. Training resumed under a cloud of grief. The players arrived early in the morning, many walking through the gates with their heads down, eyes still swollen from days of mourning. Before any exercises or drills began, the entire squad and coaching staff gathered in a tight circle on the pitch. A minute of silence was observed, the only sound the gentle rustle of wind against a massive black banner bearing Jota's name and number, Forever 20. Some players struggled to hold back tears. Others held each other, united in the kind of pain that no locker room ever prepares for. Manager Arne Slot, tasked with guiding this emotionally shattered group, addressed the team quietly after the silence. "We move forward together," he said, "but we never forget." His message wasn't tactical or strategic, it was human. Slot, new to this squad, has been thrust into a role far beyond football. His first days in charge are not about building chemistry or establishing a style of play, but about helping a team mourn, helping them carry the weight of an unimaginable loss. Training itself was understandably low-key. Stretching, light ball movement, some passing drills, nothing too demanding. The focus was on being together, moving, breathing, remembering. Among those present were Liverpool's newest additions, Hungarian left-back Milos Kerkez, German attacking midfielder Florian Wirtz, and Dutch right-back Jeremy Frimpong. Normally, their arrivals would dominate headlines, welcomed with club photoshoots, interviews, and waves of fan excitement. But not this week. The trio joined the group quietly and respectfully, having arrived at the training ground earlier in the morning for a private introduction. All three had already expressed their condolences publicly and directly to Jota's family, and they made it clear they understood the gravity of the situation they were walking into. In their place is a simpler but more profound motivation to honour a fallen teammate with every step they take. In football, legends are often remembered for what they do on the pitch, but Jota, now and forever, will be remembered for something far deeper. The way he made people feel, and the gaping silence he leaves behind.
Luis Diaz has informed Liverpool of his desire to join FC Barcelona this summer, in what could become one of the most significant transfer developments of the window. Despite Liverpool's clear reluctance to part ways with the Colombian winger, club sources indicate that they may ultimately allow the move if Barcelona table an acceptable offer. The 27-year-old attacker, who joined Liverpool from FC Porto in January 2022, has grown into an important figure at Anfield, known for his direct running, work rate, and flair in the final third. But according to reports from both England and Spain, Diaz has expressed a strong personal interest in making the switch to La Liga, with Barcelona having intensified their pursuit in recent weeks. Liverpool are not actively seeking to sell Diaz and had initially made it clear they considered him a key part of their plans under new head coach Arne Slot. However, the player's stance has prompted internal discussions at the club, and while no final decision has been made, sources suggest Liverpool may be open to allowing the move if Barcelona meet their valuation, believed to be in the region of £80 million. Barcelona had made Williams their top attacking target earlier in the window, but the 21-year-old recently reaffirmed his commitment to Athletic by signing a new contract and indicating he would stay in Bilbao for at least another season. That setback has prompted Barca to intensify their interest in Diaz, who is now seen as the ideal alternative to strengthen the left side of their attack. Barcelona, dealing with financial constraints, are reportedly exploring creative structures to make the deal work, including staggered payments or player exchange options, though no formal offer has been submitted yet. The Spanish giants are looking to strengthen their left wing and see Diaz as an ideal profile. Experienced at the highest level, technically gifted, and suited to the Catalan style of play. Diaz, for his part, is believed to be drawn to the idea of playing at Camp Nou and under the bright lights of La Liga, while also considering the move a major step in his career. His camp has already begun informal dialogue with Barcelona officials, though he remains committed to professionalism during pre-season with Liverpool. Liverpool's attacking depth would take a hit with Diaz's departure, though the club are expected to reinvest if a sale is agreed. Arne Slot, still new in his role, will play a key part in determining the club's response to Diaz's request. While the Dutch manager has spoken highly of the winger, Liverpool have long operated with a pragmatic approach to transfers. If a player's heart is set on leaving and the financial terms are right, the club has historically opted to move forward rather than hold anyone against their will. Liverpool are close to finalising the signing of England international Mark Guéhi, with the Crystal Palace defenders' representatives having arrived on Merseyside to wrap up negotiations. The Reds have reached an agreement in principle with Palace on a deal believed to be worth between £45 to £50 million, as Arne Slot continues reshaping his squad ahead of the 2025-26 campaign. Guéhi, 24, is expected to undergo a medical within the next 48 hours, with personal terms nearing completion. If all goes to plan, Liverpool could officially announce the signing early next week. The centre-back has been one of the Premier League's most consistent defenders in recent seasons and featured prominently for England during their run at Euro 2024. Calm under pressure, strong in duels, and composed in possession, Guéhi is seen as an ideal fit for Slot's system. His arrival comes amid significant changes in Liverpool's defensive setup. Young defender Jarell Quansah has completed a permanent move to Bayer Leverkusen, with the German club paying a fee of around £35 million. Liverpool have retained a buyback option, indicating the high regard they still hold for the 21-year-old, but for now, Quansah departs in search of regular minutes. Meanwhile, Ibrahima Konaté's future remains uncertain, with Real Madrid preparing a formal bid for the Frenchman. The Spanish giants view Konaté as a long-term replacement for Antonio Rudiger, and the 25-year-old is reportedly open to the move. Liverpool are not actively pushing him out, but a substantial offer could prompt serious discussions, especially as the club looks to refresh and future-proof its defense. Slot views Guéhi as more than just a replacement, but a central figure in his plans moving forward. The former Chelsea youth product brings leadership, Premier League experience, and a skill set suited to playing in a high line, a key feature of Slot's style. Guéhi is also regarded as a strong communicator, having captained Palace on multiple occasions despite his age. With several friendlies scheduled in the coming weeks, Liverpool hope to integrate Guéhi quickly into the squad. Darwin Núñez is edging closer to a move to Napoli, with the Uruguayan striker reportedly keen on joining the Italian club as they identify him as their top, and only, target to replace outgoing star Victor Osimhen. Talks between Liverpool and Napoli have progressed significantly in recent days, and while a final agreement is yet to be confirmed, all parties are increasingly confident a deal can be completed soon. Núñez has made it clear to Liverpool that he is only interested in the move to Naples and has no intention of considering other offers this summer. Napoli's new head coach, Antonio Conte, has personally approved the move and sees Núñez as the ideal fit to lead the line in his new-look side. Following Osimhen's expected departure, with Saudi and Premier League clubs circling, the Serie A club has turned its full attention to the 25-year-old Liverpool forward, convinced that his physicality, pace, and pressing intensity match the profile they're seeking. For Núñez, the appeal of playing under Conte and becoming the centerpiece of Napoli's attack has been a decisive factor. Sources close to the player say he views the move as a fresh opportunity to re-establish himself as a consistent starter after a mixed spell at Liverpool, where he showed flashes of brilliance but often struggled for consistency in front of goal. Since arriving at Anfield in the summer of 2022 for a fee that could rise to €100 million, Núñez has delivered important goals but has also faced criticism for his finishing and decision-making. With Arne Slot now taking over and planning tactical adjustments, it appears that Liverpool may be willing to part ways with the striker, if Napoli meet their valuation, believed to be in the region of €65 to €70 million. Núñez's insistence on Napoli as his preferred, and only, destination has accelerated negotiations. The player has already held preliminary talks with the Italian side and is set to be fully committed to the move, with personal terms close to being agreed. A formal offer from Napoli is expected imminently. While Liverpool are not actively pushing Nunez out, they are open to restructuring their attacking options this summer. The club would likely reinvest in a forward should Nunez depart, and are already exploring replacements across Europe. With pre-season now underway, Napoli are hoping to finalize the deal quickly and have Nunez integrated into the squad ahead of their summer tour. For both club and player, the move represents a major opportunity, a fresh start in a new league, and a chance for Nunez to become the focal point of a Champions League caliber side under a proven manager. A full agreement may not yet be signed, but all signs point to Darwin Nunez wearing Napoli blue very soon. Liverpool are in heavy negotiations to sign Newcastle United striker Alexander Isak, with the Swedish international now emerging as a top priority for the Reds this summer. Sources close to the situation confirm that Isak's representatives have arrived in Liverpool to finalize the details of what could become one of the window's biggest transfers. The 24-year-old forward has been high on Liverpool's radar as Arne Slot looks to reshape the club's attack heading into the 2025-26 season. With Darwin Nunez nearing a move to Napoli and uncertainty surrounding other key attackers, Liverpool have accelerated talks in recent days, making significant progress with both Newcastle and Isak's camp. While a final agreement on the fee is still being ironed out, Liverpool are expected to pay in excess of £100 million to land the prolific Swedish striker. Isak is said to be enthusiastic about the move, drawn by the opportunity to play Champions League football and lead the line for one of Europe's most storied clubs. His agents arrived on Merseyside earlier this weekend and have begun working through the final stages of the deal, including personal terms and image rights. A medical could be scheduled in the coming days if talks continue to progress without major obstacles. Isak enjoyed a standout 2024-25 season with Newcastle, scoring consistently despite the club's injury struggles and maintaining an impressive goal-to-minute ratio in the Premier League. His blend of pace, technical finesse, and composure in front of goal has made him one of the most sought-after forwards in Europe, and Liverpool believe he has the perfect profile to lead the next era of their attack. Arne Slot has given his approval to the move, with Isak fitting the system the Dutchman is expected to implement. One that demands intelligent movement, quick link-up play, and clinical finishing in transition. With Darwin Nunez pushing for a move to Italy and the tragic loss of Diogo Jota earlier this summer, Liverpool's attacking rebuild has become a top priority. Newcastle, for their part, are reluctant to lose their star striker but may be forced to sell due to ongoing concerns around financial regulations and squad restructuring. If a deal is completed, it would represent a major coup for Liverpool and a clear signal of their ambition under the new leadership of Slot and the revamped sporting department. While nothing has been officially signed, all indications point to Liverpool closing in on one of the most exciting forward signings of the window. Alexander Isak may soon be trading black and white for red, and Anfield could be preparing to welcome a new number 9.